The key principles in managing crisis effectively. Number one, be ready to a crisis when it occurs. Dapat handa tayo. No? I use the picture of yung Spartans, di ba? Alam natin yung 300 Spartans, di ba? Bata pa lang, tinetrain na nila ang kanilang mga anak to be warriors. No? Kaya sanay sa bakbakan, sanay sa patayan, di ba? Overconfidence can lead to an oversight of an important problem or issue. No? Kaya nung dumating yung time na kinalaban niya yung Persian army, no? 7,000 sila, actually 300 yung Spartans, pero meron pa silang ibang tribes sa kasama. So 7,000 sila, and then kalaban nila is hundreds of thousands, almost millions sa Persian army, di ba? And overconfident yung Persian army kasi malaki sila eh. Natalo ngayon sila. No? So it pays to be prepared to a specific hazard when it occurs. And when a crisis occurs, be prepared to respond quickly and decisively. Dapat sigurado ka. Mabilis kang mag-decide and then, pag nag-decide ka, attack. Diba? The longer na pinatagal mo siya, the longer it persists, the stronger the negative impression is likely to make and the longer it will disrupt normal business operations. No? Tapusin mo na yung problema to begin with. No? And in a crisis, your people look for answers and guidance. Naghahanap lang sila, naghihintay lang sila ng decisive at mabilis na mag-decide na leader. No? And again, pagka decisive ka, like for example, this is the Gaugamela battle yata, no? Ito naman, si Alexander the Great. Hindi naman, ito sa taas kasi yung 300 Spartans. Ito si Alexander the Great, kalaban niya si Darius ng Persian Empire. Dito natalo ng Greek ang Persian Empire, no? Dito na tuluyan nilang natalo, no? Anong ginawa ni Alexander? Nakakita siya ng opening, no? Sa tactics niya, and then natalo niya ngayon yung Persian Empire, no? Mabilis siya mag-decide, no? Kasi alam niya yung gagawin niya. Alam niya yung hinahanap niyang weakness. Nung nakita niya yung weakness, sinugod na niya yung weakness, and then nabasag ngayon yung Persian Empire. Ganon din tayo sa crisis, no? Dapat handa tayo, and then pag nakita natin yung opportunity, no? Gawin natin. Ensure the visibility of a strong leader, no? And number 4, communicate early and often with internal and external stakeholders. Dapat meron tayong communication, no? Dapat kausap natin yung mga staff natin and kausap natin yung mga external agencies na tutulong sa atin. Like for example, fire, hindi lang yung emergency response team natin, but also the local barangay, but also the Bureau of Fire ng LGU, di ba? Kasi lahat sila katulong natin. Lahat tayo nagtutulong-tulong. Kung hindi tayo nag-uusap-usap, nagkakanya-kanya tayo, again, that causes chaos, and chaos causes us to convert a crisis into a disaster. Di ba? Disaster is chaos, and managing chaos is putting order, and order, ma-avert natin yung crisis to become a disaster. No? You communicate early to rebuild trust and warding of rumors and panic. No? And then you have to prioritize trust over other concerns. No? Like again, for example, no? Pag meron kang strong leader, di ba? At unified yung team mo, no? Maski na 300 lang kayo, 300 Spartans lang kayo, no? And then yung kasama niya ay siguro mga 6,000 700 na ibang tribes, mas marami pa siyang dalang soldiers actually, no?